So yes, I had a lot of cultural shock. I want to discuss one, and I think it's one of them is like Chinese people modesty. I think Chinese people, like when they talk, they try to be humble. They try to be modest. They don't try to brag about things. That's why when you, for instance, you call like you hire a man or to come and fix something in your office or in your house, and then you ask him, can you fix this? I mean, he has this man can do it. He has a lot of experience. You are sure he can do it. You can see him written all over him, and he wouldn't say yes, I can do it. He would say, let's try. But that's different because us in my country, I would just say yes, I can do it, so how much you're gonna pay me? That's a very big difference. So that's Chinese people being modest. But sometimes when you say all those things to me, I actually think maybe you are not that good. And yes, I just spoke about that, how beautiful it is for cultural exchange. Culture is something passed down to us from our ancestors. And sometimes it's the background of who we are. We are just like every other person without culture, but we're unique because we have culture. So I think that for everyone to coexist and for more perfect cultural exchange is very, very important. We respect people's different cultures and try to understand it. And then, especially when you are in a new land, you try to adjust. And when you do all those things, trust me, it's going to promote dialogue among cultures, and it's going to enhance understanding, and it's going to enhance happiness. You know why? Because we need each other. Nobody is perfect. We just need each other to be much more beautiful and to grow. And someone says we are more beautiful when we are diversified. Just like the rainbows in the sky. It's beautiful when it's different colors.
Okay, so there are so many similarities, such as in both cultures, the Egyptian and the Chinese, we like to respect the old and cherish the young. We also like eating together within one table. We visit each other during traditional holidays. The differences may include diet, because we eat different food. We don't use chopsticks, we usually use spoon, fork, and knife. Some other differences may include our time of sleeping. So in Egypt, many people sleep late, but we still get up early to do our work or study. For me, one of the most helpful things would be creating more communicating events. Like Chinese people, especially the young, they would come and communicate with us. The foreigners, we would have talks and talk about everything freely without fear.
Culture shock, the first thing I can talk about traveling, because I came from Sudan. Sudan is very hot country, especially the weather. The culture also different, people different, food different, everything is different. But later I adapted, with Chinese weather. So now after that, snow, spring came, also winter, and so now everything is okay for me. No stress. No thinking, everything very easy for me. I can speak also Chinese. Confucius Institute is very important because they will tell people who didn't come to China, like about the Chinese culture, Chinese food, Chinese dancing, Chinese music. Even for me, before I came to China, I learned a lot from Confucius Institute. How Chinese people, they writing, how they eat, how they wearing clothes, how they dance, music. So Confucius Institute is very important. It's kind of key for Chinese people to publish, Chinese culture in different countries.